Songwriting really came together after years of writing short stories when I was a little kid. I started out writing music for myself more so, and then as I grew older I kind of, I started using it as a way to relate to people. I went and saw this guy called Lawrence playing on the bill. He turned out to be Lawrence Greenwood, and since then I just kind of fell in love with his music. Ended up sending him like an atrocious CD of my demos, which he responded to and invited me down to Point Lonsdale to check out what he was doing in his first album under the moniker Whitley. Through Lawrence I met Nick Huggins. I asked if he'd be interested in recording a few demos for me. When it came to starting out with Love and Ambition, we started in his Melbourne studio in Richmond. I had the guys from Sleep Decade help me out with that. After that it was just a process of getting a few guests in. I got John Bedgood in, who plays in the Wilson Pickers, Martha Brown, who plays in Otto Uto, and I got Dave Henry, who plays in Nick's band Touch Typist. They just came in for a day or so and multi-tracked some things. Nick, as well as being a great engineer and a great producer, was also a really good musician, so it was really handy to have him in the studio if I couldn't play something, or if I needed some kind of sound made. It was really easy for him to make sense of some of the kind of uncohesive dribble that I sometimes try and get out, and he can make it work. Like I'll say, like, it needs to sound like a bit more like blue or purple. It's got to sound a bit more darker or whatever, and he can tweak some stuff, and it's very easy to work with. I tried to incorporate a lot of kind of orchestral sounds. I couldn't really hire an orchestra, so what we kind of did was I had John Bedgood come in and he'd play a part, and then he'd move a foot over, play the same part again, move a foot over, and so we'd multi-track that, maybe 12 bedges in the room, and so that kind of lifted the songs up a bit more to create that orchestral sound.
All the feelings we gracefully have. It's a wonder I don't fall in love with all my friends.
So Vicious Curves was written one night when I was about 16. I wrote this song in both my own and another girl's perspective. And so my perspective was like one of heartache, and hers was one of being loved but just wanting to have fun. And the lyrics are quite clear cut, and it's probably the most produced song on the CD. Most of my lyrics just come out of life experience, like most places. I won't always write about myself. Sometimes, I'll take maybe a line of something that's happened to my friend that's kind of similar. So I usually just sit down, start strumming and ramble on a bit, and maybe after a little while some nice melody or some kind of catchy lines will come out. Pretty shy and withheld. I just get up on stage, kind of do my thing, and get off. But now I try and engage a little bit more with the audience, because I find like when I go to shows, I don't just go to see my favourite songs. I go to see offer a bit more of themselves up, and so I try and do that when I play live.